Hey, welcome to Matrix Escape. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're here in another destination outside the Matrix. I'll give you just a little quick view of where I'm at before I go into. I'm on the beach, but it was a little cloudy today. See, the sun was starting to come back out, but it was jumping down here earlier, but it's kind of calmed down a little bit. People are still out though, but yeah, so first and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to all the expats, that kind of, made that permanent transition out the Matrix. And hold on just one second. Senhor, que nome disso praia? Bertioga, na praia. Okay, obrigado. See, so I'm in Bertioga Beach in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So that's where I'm at right now. But back to what I was saying, I want to give a shout out to all the expats, all the people that made the permanent transition to leave the Matrix. Shout out to Bo Rakes. Shout out to Taylor Made. Shout out to Mr. Flip Flop. Shout out to Yusuf Watif. Shout out to Cerise. Shout out to Norbis. They're doing, big things. Those are just, real people that I recognize that, I've always had the intuition and the want to travel. So I've been traveling for a while, but just to actually make the move and to start making moves more permanently, playing chess instead of checkers. Those are some of the individuals that have inspired me to kind of keep going. So shout out to them and their channels. So please support them. Bo Rakes, the real as they come. Mr. Taylor Made, Russ, Taylor Made Dreams. Let's support him. Nobaris, let's support that Dominican sister, doing big things and helping people out and trying to actually make that transition. So Sharice and her channel, Yusuf Watif, the gentleman that's actually in Brazil. He actually made a transition to Brazil. So I'm in Sao Paulo, and I'm just on the beach. We were here earlier, it was real cloudy, but I seen the sun started to try to come out, so I came back out here to try to shoot a video, but it's still kind of cloudy today. So I already got some drone footage, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Just getting here, it was kind of weird, it's kind of like you had to drive in the mountains and then come down the mountains to get here. So I don't know if you can see in the distance, but there's mountains, and it's real beautiful here. So there's mountain ranges over there. So I know on the way back I seen some awesome mountain ranges, and I'm gonna stop on the way back and just get some drone footage of it, because it's like it's just like breathtaking. It's just you look down on the side of a mountain and there's a cliff, and it's a couple hundred feet, and it's just mountains and hills and valleys and deep drops, and it kind of makes you nervous and at the same time, but it's beautiful and breathtaking. So for those that haven't left the Matrix or haven't left the country, I would recommend that you do so. Get your passports. If you're particularly interested in Brazil, it's a lot easier to travel to Brazil now. Before, you had to have a Brazilian visa, so you had to go through the local Brazilian consulate to apply for the visa after you got your passport. But the new president, President Bolsonaro, just recently changed the law when he came into office about a year ago. And he removed the visa requirement, so all you need is a passport. So that just makes it a lot easier to come here. So I've been here a lot, so I know a lot of what people ask me is about the women, and to say that, you know, Brazilian women are beautiful is an understatement. So I haven't had the opportunity to visit Dominican Republic. I plan on doing it. I haven't been to Africa. I know I want to do that too, but yeah, what you heard is true about, you know, women here. So I'm not gonna even get into that too much. I mean, yeah, I mean, before I came here, I was strictly, you know, on party mode and wanting to chill and find, you know, whoever, you know what I'm saying. And but now, as I've been here so many times, I'm just more focused on, you know, on the business end of it. So that's why you see the videos of me purchasing the property and inviting you guys along to understand that process. So, all right. Obrigado. Pagar agora? Depois. Sim. Obrigado. Sim.
Esse carro dele é
mais frágil. Ah, sim, eu vejo, sim. Ok, obrigado. So, just give me 1 second. No, I got it. It's cool. Just give me another time.
Vê se tá bom, vê se tá bom. Vê se tá bom.
É bom. Bom.
Perfeito?
Yep. Obrigado. Alright, excuse me about that, but this drink right here, when you come to Brazil, this is the signature drink. It's called a caipirinha. So this is, it only takes maybe 2, maybe 3, and you're feeling right. So it's vodka. So what they do is they take vodka. First they take limes and they cut them up, and then they add sugar into like a metal, you know, mixer type thing, and then they take the sugar with the limes and they crush them up, and they just kind of mix it and crush it real fine, and then they add it to another mixer cup with ice and vodka, and then they shake it profusely. And then once that's done, this is what comes out. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a very good drink. I mean, some of them can be strong, some of them make them stronger than others, but if they're made just right, they taste so good, and they will get you MC hammered straight up. So when you come here, you have to try a caipirinha. Very good. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is your channel. You know, we want to continue to bring you this great content. I just highly recommend those to try if you haven't left the Matrix, get your passport. You know, get out and see the world. The world is a lot much bigger than what you're accustomed to, and you'll be surprised at what opportunities are out there. So it just kind of opens your eyes to a whole lot of different things in life and puts a lot of things in life in perspective. So let me see. So you only need a passport to come here. We know the women are beautiful. But if you're a sucker, like for real, if you want some sucker lame shit, and you just, you know, if you was a sucker in the Matrix, don't think you're gonna come down here and if you a sucker in the Matrix, don't think you're gonna come down here and get on and be the man, because they'll see right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might fool a couple people. If you come down here to trick or something, or, you know, pay for some, you know what I'm saying, pay for some stuff, then, you know, you can, I guess you can get down. But get your life right. You know what I'm saying? Get your house in order before you know what I'm saying, try to build outside. So, and then to know the language. We speak Portuguese here, so I'm not 100% fluent, but I'm pretty good to where I can understand and mingle and get in the mix. So I can't say how I really learned Portuguese. I just think from talking to a lot of Brazilian people, I used a lot of the translator at first. So, for example, I'd have to copy what they say, paste it in the translator to see what they say. Then I have to type my response in Google Translate, copy and paste that into, you know, where I'm talking to them at. And I do that. I've done that so much. And then just being in Brazil so many times, I just kind of picked it up. And like I said, I'm not fluent, so not like, you know, I still got a ways to go, but I know enough. So especially if you plan on trying to do some business down here, you know, you're gonna have to find somebody that you trust, but you're still gonna want to know some Portuguese, because you're gonna want to know the ins and outs. And the rumor's true, just like in Dominican or any other country. If they think you're American, they're gonna try to come up. So they're gonna charge you that gringo tax. So I'm not for that. I ain't falling for that. So I see through the bullshit. Anybody that I deal with, my partners, I just let them know. Sometimes they got to be a silent partner until I come to the table, and they're like, oh wow, like, you know what I'm saying? Or I deal with somebody directly and I'm saying, no, I'm not falling for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be nobody's come up, and don't you either. You ain't gonna be nobody's come up in here. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people down here, they will try to get over and come up on you. There's a lot of people that approach you, because, you know, there are poor people here. People try to approach you for money. Somebody is always trying to sell something. You know what I'm saying? And you help out when you can. You know when somebody's being genuine. You may have been born at night, but not last night. So it's just having that intuition of, you know, being able to tell what's real and what's not. So just like in the Matrix, because we getting food every day, so we know we hip to the game. So here is no different. So just get to know the people, networking, learn the language, and yeah, and you'll be okay. You know, if you have any questions, I try to respond to all the comments. People reach out to me. You can email me checkmatetv2020@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I'll try to get to you. So like I said, we're here. I'm in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on the beach. So I got people behind me. There's little, you know, shops and people cooking food, and you can order food. Like I got the beer. This is just one of the places. This is the drinks, you know, and then they got, you know, the menu. So the type of food they eat here just depends on the region, but overall they eat rice and feijão, which is like beans. Depends on the region. So if you are going to let's say, for example, like in the Amazon, like Manaus, they're big on fish is called peixe, and they have a fish called tambaqui, or there's another one called piracu. Their specialty is more in like fish. So, and it's awesome. So if you go to Salvador Bahia, like Bahia, their dish is called muqueca, and that's kind of like a stew, like a, you know, a Brazilian stew. You can have it with shrimp. Sometimes you can get it with lobster. You can get it with chicken, and you have it over rice, and it's to die for. You know, it's awesome. I'll say, so I know for us, you know, black folks in the United States, we candy yams. So here they candy bananas. So and they're off the chain. They are bomb. They're the bomb. So there is a lot of differences in food. I think in some places, like I think America has more variety of food, you know, but here I don't think it depends, especially if you're in certain regions, you're not going to find a lot of stuff to eat. You're not going to have a lot of variety. But I just feel, since I've been here, I feel like I've slimmed down some. I feel like I'm eating cleaner. I've had more energy. You know, I feel like in the Matrix, I can sometimes, you know, lose control a little bit, and it's like I'm living to eat instead of eating to live. And when I get down here, I don't feel that so much. I feel like I just eat to maintain and to live. And I feel a whole lot better here. Like, I feel a whole lot better having that feeling. I don't know what it is in the Matrix. When I go back, I'm thinking about a steak or a hamburger or fried chicken or something like that. But here it's like I just don't. I may eat once a day, and then I might eat fruit in between. So it's hard for me to pick up some fruit or some healthy fruit, you know, vegetables or something I'm in the Matrix. But here it's natural. Like here I'm drinking fresh juices, you know, more water, coconut water. Oh my goodness, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And it's healthy for you. So I don't know, just the way my diet is, and I feel, you know, I just feel better just all around my well-being. Not eating a lot of that processed food and, you know, the meats that they put them steroids in to make them chickens and them cows grow faster so they can process them and get them out to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. Tastes good, but I just feel like it's killing us. So just got to deal with that shit when I get back too. So let me see, another thing. Oh, I got braces in Brazil. So we all know the price of braces in the Matrix. So I said, when I first came to Brazil, I just kept noticing. I said, damn. I said, why do all these people have braces here? How can they afford them? But when I started finding out how much they were, I was like, wow, really? So then I just started thinking like, man, what if I just get my braces here? I'm coming here like once, maybe twice a year. I can just come visit the dentist when I come, and they can tighten my braces up and get them serviced. It's going to take a longer process, but hey, I mean, I'd rather grind it out and save 5 G's and go pay a couple $100 here, if that. Sometimes it's cheaper. So that's what I did. I went to a dentist, and their dentist is just as good as ours, if not better. No preciso. Sí, pode. Yep. So I don't need them. Like I mean, their dentists and orthodontists are just as good as ours, if not better. They have more of them, so they do this more than we do because they're so cheap. So, and the material is the same. I had to go through the same process that I went through in the Matrix. I had to go across town to one doctor's office and get x-ray. They did a full x-ray and scan of my mouth to see my teeth and how they're going to grow and how I wanted them, you know what I'm saying, to be positioned. And then I went to the dentist, and, you know, I had to pay a little more because I got the better of the brackets, and I want it cleared. So, and then for a while, you know, I got them put on, and, you know, and I would get them tightened when I go to Brazil. When I go back, I may get them tightened once, maybe twice before I leave, and I'd leave and come back maybe 6 months, something later, do it again. But when the pandemic happened, it kind of set me back. So I haven't been in a while, so I got to make a trip back to the dentist. And I had a video where I actually was going to the dentist, and I was going to show you all the process and how good they are and the price. Because even when I go to the dentist afterwards, it's like I only paid like maybe $30, $20 to $30. So I mean, it's just no brainer. You know what I mean? So I have a video on that, kind of going to the dentist. I'll try to get one in. Please hit that like button. So I'm out here in paradise on a cloudy day. Nothing but coastline. Sao Paulo. Yep, it was a cloudy day today. The sun's tried to come out, but see the sun's starting to set over there. So. But either way, still had a great time. Came out, you know, had drank some cervezas, you know, and had some shrimp. And you know, you sit on these beaches and there's people that come by and then they're selling stuff. You know, they sell. You know, you can get oysters and a half shell. They sell shrimp. There's this stuff. It's like, you know, like you used to buy the string cheese. They used to take the string cheese and they got a flame and they put it over the flame and it kind of gives it like a when you roast a marshmallow, kind of gives that toasted outer layer, and it's pretty good. So just different stuff, man, and they got all kind of stuff. But yeah, man, I wish I can go live with y'all so I can answer your questions, but we got to get I think you got to have 1,000. You got to have 1,000 subscribers before you can go live. So need your help. Let's get them up. I'd love to be here with you guys live, and you can ask me questions and I can, you know, respond to what you need and what you want. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna enjoy caipirinha. Yep, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna sit back and chill, catch a little buzz, and just relax and enjoy it. So, you know, time is, man, I'm telling you, time is the most important thing, man. Forget money. I mean, don't forget it, but if you don't have the mindset that time is more important than money, then you'll never be rich. You'll never succeed. You'll only go so far. You know? So I know it's hard for some people. You got a 9 to 5, you got to be at all the time. You may have families and you may have children, and sometimes it limits you a little bit, and you want to travel and you want to do things, but you can do it. You know, for example, if you got a 9 to 5, try to find a job that's remote. You know what I'm saying? There's jobs out there that you can do remote. You know, I used to working on a line in a factory for years, and I just planned my way to work in my career. And you know, my career is remote. You know, I'll share that in another video on how I did it. You know, I didn't have a degree. You know, I did eventually. I went online and, you know, got my associates. But I mean, somebody that work on the line and you know, trading your time for money, that's not what's up. That's not what's up. Working 30 years, 40 years at a job, depending on a 401k, that stuff is for the birds. I mean, I don't knock you if you for a 401k, but it's a trap to me. I want to be able to use my money when I want to. And the only good thing about a 401k is the company match. If somebody got a company match. Now, if you plan to be at a job for 30, 40 years, if that's your plan to work and retire, and I don't knock that, then yeah, 401k, you should do it, because it's like you're throwing away free money. But if you are financially awoke, if you are awoke financially and entrepreneurially, and you think of different ways, you got a different perspective, and you don't want to trade your time for money, then it's time to start thinking differently. You know? So, just something to think about. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody that subscribed. Shout out to my latest subscribers, Isabella Souza. Shout out, baby. Shout out to JBJ. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate that support. Bo Rakes, appreciate the support. Sayonara, appreciate the support. Everybody that has supported. Rafaela, appreciate the support. Homie Raylo, 2 big ass guards. Always. Yep, from day one. So, you know what it is. So we just out here chilling. So masked up, and I mean, honestly, I can't really, as far as the pandemic thing goes, and they are taking precautions here. Officials and everything are trying to take the right precautions. You don't have to kill a bee. But then some people just don't. Some people really think that it's behind them here. So a lot of them are a little bit more freer. They do somewhat practice social distances, but some places they don't. In some places they don't have them. They don't wear masks. So a lot of them feel like the pandemic is behind them. So they want to move on. And I'm not mad at that, but yeah, so that's just what it is. I don't know, just the media, they make a big deal out of everything, especially when it comes to other countries. Like a few years ago, do you remember the Zika virus? Like a few years ago, the Zika virus, they were making a big deal about it, how it's killing all the Brazilians and the women's children are coming out with swollen heads. And I came down here during that, and there was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. So I think a lot of it is just the American media, the Matrix media. They love to instill fear. They just love to instill fear. Instead of just reporting on the facts in the news, a lot of time they just utilize stuff to just kind of just instill this fear. So the same thing they did when they were talking about Dominican Republic, how people were getting killed there, and they just blew that shit so out of proportion. But talking to a lot of people from, expats and, Dominicans, it just wasn't even nothing like that. You're going to have trouble wherever you go. For the most part, if you go somewhere and you respect, you know what I'm saying? You just have that respect for people. You know what I mean? And you don't go looking for no trouble, don't start no crap. You're going to be fine, man. Sure, there's certain places you can't go. Just like in the United States, there's certain hoods that you can't really walk in, and you better not have a certain color on when you walk in certain hoods. So that's everywhere. So I've been to the favelas, I've been to the hood, and I'm not glorifying it, but if you just have to have respect, man, you just have to respect people. Respect each other's differences. That's what gives us new data about the world. I don't want somebody that's the same exactly like me. I want to learn. I want to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I'll probably be here for another day, maybe. I don't know. I got some business that I still gotta get back to Rio and take care of some business with the property I just bought. So there's a video gonna come out on that. Last time I told you guys that the excavation crew was there. They were cleaning everything out because it was just, there was a bunch of trees, overgrown weeds, and there was trash, and it just wasn't, it was kind of let go. So big plans for that. But when I get back, I'm going to show you the after video of that, and then we'll continue the process. We're talking to somebody about based on the square footage, drawing out plans, a design plan to see how many units I can build, within my units that I have. So working that out. More to come. Yeah. So we're here. Killing this bee keeps messing with me. So yep. So all right, I'm gonna sign off here. Like I said, please just like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, please. If you have any questions, you can talk to me in the comments. You can reach out to me in my email, checkmatetv2020. That's checkmatetv2020@gmail.com. I haven't got the Twitter or the Instagram set up yet, but that's coming. Facebook too. So I'm just, So, but you guys have a great evening. You know what I'm saying? Time is money, and time is more important. Is the most important commodity. Because once time's gone, you can't get it back. So, alright, you guys be smooth now. Alright.